Hi, welcome to Happier Ladies. We're sisters who discuss all things related to work, family, and personal growth.
We draw inspiration from everywhere, especially from you, our listeners, to keep moving forward with joy and laughter in the big adventure that is life.
1 week at a time.
I'm Azizi Williams. I live and work in the LA area. I'm a mom of 2 adult children, and I'm an education professional in the independent school world. I'm here with my sister, Malika Amandi.
That's me. I'm a SoCal native living in Western Massachusetts, a mom of 2 littles, and I work in higher ed. In this episode, we catch up, and then we discuss highlights from the Happier and Happier in Hollywood podcast. But first, Azizi.
Yes.
Somebody bought a hoodie from our merch store.
What? Someone actually went to our merch store. I feel like it's dusty up there.
It's a little dusty. To be honest, I wasn't sure it still worked, but then I got a notification and somebody ordered a blue hoodie, whoever you are. Maybe it's a gift. I don't know.
Oh, no.
But
yeah.
For everybody listening, it's still there. You can still purchase Happier Ladies goods. Azizi and I have purchased them. I'm wearing my Happier Ladies hoodie right now.
And I lost my Happier Ladies hoodie, so I will be purchasing another one. And I still want to get a sticker. I purchased it and then I lost it. I have 2 more purchases coming, but thank you, Blue Hoodie Buyer. We appreciate you. We put the link in every single week in our show notes. It's always there. So if you want to check it out, feel free.
Yay, Happier Ladies merch. The holidays are coming sooner than you know.
You mean St. Patrick's Day? Buy someone for a gift for St. Patrick's Day.
Now it's time for our segment, Let's Catch Up, where we share something with each other that we've been thinking about lately.
So excited, Malika. There's so many things to share.
All right.
How are you, Malika? What's going on?
You know, I'm okay. It has been a couple of weeks. We had in Massachusetts, most of the schools take a break in February and a break in April.
It happens out here too. Some people call it ski week in LA, which is funny, but it's like President's Weekend around that time.
Yes, our daycare follows that schedule. So it's always a little wonky when the kids are both home all week long.
Mm-hmm.
And Granny came out to help us. But then Quincy got sick. I don't know if I've mentioned this already. He got his first tummy sickness. That was just hard and sad.
Mm-hmm.
He made it through, but it was taxing on everybody. And one bright spot was we're looking forward. We're going to do this getaway. I really wanted Mommy to see a different part of New England. And I planned a little weekend trip for us at an Airbnb, kind of around the Science Center that's right on the coast in New Hampshire. And so this is the carrot. So the day we're leaving for that, it's snowing, snowy storm. We knew the storm was coming, but it was it's going to kind of hit right when we're driving.
It's like the storm of the century, right? It's not just snowing.
Not that one. The Friday wasn't the storm of the century yet. And where do these phrases come from? Not
where are they
watching
coming
the news.
from? Blizzard, they're saying.
It was a blizzard, but I'm not reading the news about it or watching. So even though I'm living it, it's not as up as what.
Come on.
It was big, but still, I don't want to get into the specific storms because there was one that was prior that was bigger.
Are they naming them? They should name the storms.
No, these are not hurricanes.
Okay. All right. Maybe you should name them.
Anyway, our plans were a little bit foiled because our heater stopped working at home, which is a big deal when it's very cold outside.
Yes, that should not happen.
So Norm stayed. We didn't know when the heater people were going to come. He stayed to make sure that could get fixed. And so Mommy and the kids and I, we all went first. And I'm gonna cut this story short because I can tell the pace I'm going at is gonna be an hour
So
long.
then what happened?
So, we get to the Airbnb as it's, like, evening. It's very snowy conditions, very kind of nerve-wracking to drive. We make it there. It's, like, next to a lake, which is
Oh, wow.
frozen and, it's, like, in a secluded kind of place, and we get in, it's really cold inside, and it turns out the heat is not working. We can't figure out how to get the heat
Mm,
on, and this is, like, right approaching dark,
ugh.
and, like, to unload the car, set up the pack and play, like, all of the bedtime
Get
things,
ready for dinner, go to bed, all that.
everything, and Norm isn't there yet, and so we're like, "Okay," I'm futzing with the thermostat, and then the Wi-Fi doesn't work either, and there's
Mm.
no cell phone reception.
This sounds like a horror movie. It's like a literal horror movie. This is awful. I can't believe that.
Still snowing outside, and so, thank goodness this place had a landline, which is rare. We know this is rare, like,
They have one because they have no Wi-Fi. There's a reason why.
they have Wi-Fi, it just wasn't working.
Mm.
So I was able to reach the host. She was like, "Wait, what? Like, the heater's not on? What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it says 45 degrees here." Like, and so she's like, "Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, her father-in-law lived nearby. Like, someone's going to come check on it. Let me see what I can do about the internet." We restarted it, this and that, nothing. She's like on with tech support. And then meanwhile, the baby's getting fussy,
Of
like
course.
Indigo's shivering, like we have a tablet with like one thing on it
Oh,
downloaded.
no. That's the
It was
worst
just
part of all. There's only one show.
I know. Yeah, it was just like in crisis mode. They had some space heaters, so we're trying to plug in space
Mhm.
heaters everywhere and like, how can we warm up this place? Because basically it's just the driving conditions were such that we couldn't just leave and go somewhere
Yeah.
else, like, that felt scarier. It turned out the oil hadn't been delivered, and so there was no energy to fuel the house, and because of the storm, oil couldn't come until the next day. I didn't realize until the next morning that that impacted the hot water
Mm.
also, so there was no hot water. Norm finally did get there and, like, my nerves were so wound up, Azizi, like, by
I
the
can't
time we
imagine.
did get the kids to bed, Quincy, we
Yeah.
were able to set him up in the bathroom, which was, like, the warmest place,
Wow.
and it worked out, we got there, but my body, the tension in my body,
Mhm.
I just felt like I was like, I don't smoke, I've never been a smoker, but I was just like, "I need something." I literally pretended to smoke a cigarette, like,
Did
somehow
that
that
work?
felt it helped a little bit, like
No, it didn't. That's crazy. What about yoga or something? Like,
I tried, I did some stretching, but it was just like this crisis mode. The oil came the next day, like, later than we thought, of course. It was this whole thing. They offered to, refund us for the weekend, but we didn't get our fees back. I have to, like, connect with Airbnb. I'm sure maybe it can still be gotten, but it's like a whole
yeah, it's
thing
a lot of
now.
work.
We still salvaged the trip, like, we had fun at the museum. It was
Hmm.
still fun, but,
Did you
like,
get Wi-Fi, Malika?
the Wi-Fi did come through.
Okay, good.
It was, like, missing some update that they had to
So
do.
they hadn't been to this house in, like,
I
years.
don't know.
It's just sitting
It's
there.
somebody lives 5 minutes away. I don't know the last time
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
This is the bonkers part, Azizi.
Mm.
We leave on Sunday, we get home, our heat is not working again in our own home.
It wasn't working when you
It wasn't
left.
working when we left, and then Norm stayed until they came and fixed it, and it was working.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
then he turned it down because you don't wanna leave the heat on high over the weekend when you're not there, and it never came back up again. And
Oh.
so we get home and it's like whiplash, like, we're in this situation again,
Ugh.
but now it really is the big storm. On Monday, it's a snow
Okay.
day, so that's the other thing. After a week of break, when you're ready for the kids to
Right.
go back to school and you're planning your life around it, and then you get an email that school is closed.
Oh, no.
And we don't know when the people are gonna come. They can't
Because it's a
come.
blizzard. It's the snowstorm of the
Right.
century.
And it's like, well, they could, people still are driving. There's some people who still have to go to work. Things still go on. So, like, the heating people,
Right,
this is their time. Like, they're still working, but it's
right.
not clear when they will come and if they come,
Mm.
if they will be able to fix it or what's going on, why it's not working.
So it's not an oil problem for
How
you.
no, ours is gas.
Mm.
Um, but anyway, I just had this like, okay, I think we have to go to an Airbnb again. Like
Yeah,
somewhere.
abort mission. You have to pull the
Because
plug.
is it gonna be a snow day tomorrow also? Like, for whatever reason, our hot water heater wasn't working. It's not connected to the heater, but it was just not working also. Like,
Wow.
so we found an Airbnb in town and packed everything up again, like, got us all in the van. Norm had the work
Oh my
deadline, so he
gosh.
was also, like, split focus,
Yeah.
but Granny was a trooper. She just went where we said, and
Like, at least you have an extra pair of hands there to
yeah.
help with everything, and that's like you had to pack 3 separate times. Ugh.
We got to the Airbnb in the blizzard, we got there. I felt so much better once we were there, just knowing, like, "Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna be fine."
and this one was near the house.
Yeah, 7 minutes away.
Mhm.
But the next day, we packed up and left. I think when I got to work, 'cause it wasn't a snow day, it was just a delayed start, that was when I realized how wound up I was, like, how crazy my nervous system was,
Mhm.
like had just been on edge for days because of this
Yeah.
situation, and I think a big fear is just, like, being cold, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you can die, like, that's a valid fear.
I don't think we were ever in
People do, you know?
but the primal thing of, like, keeping your kids warm when they sleep,
Yeah.
like, is such a thing. So, that was the adventure. The rest of the week, fortunately, was less eventful. I still feel like I'm coming down from this, but I'm down.
I get it, it looked like you were
I
crashing out.
totally
It's when
crashed
you're,
out. I
like,
called
the
you.
edge and are about
Did break down a couple
yeah.
times. What put me over the edge was coming home and, like, not having
It's supposed to be safe when you get home.
it's supposed to be safe and warm in your own
It's your
house.
own house, it's betraying you. How's it now?
It's fine now.
Hmm.
I mean, I think the bottom line is we need a new heater, but the question is it gonna make it through this winter? Can we just get through the next however long this lasts,
Mhm.
weeks, you know?
Didn't the groundhog say it was, like, 6 more weeks or something?
I mean, what are we? We're getting into March. It can't go till May, right?
I don't know.
So that was the ordeal. On a positive note, I'm going to a heated rivalry dance party in
Woohoo!
Boston.
Because you need a little heat.
So
I'm like,
I'm really looking forward to that. I didn't know when I bought the tickets how much I would need that.
when's the last time you were at a dance party?
I don't know, a wedding or something?
Yeah, not the same. A colleague of mine, like, a friend invited me and another colleague to a dance party for moms.
Okay,
The whole thing is, like, it's for moms, it's fun music, but you're gonna be home by 9 or something like that.
that's great.
It's coming up in April, so I like this for us that we're going to dance.
I do too. I'm going with 2 other moms. I don't think this is for moms, so I'm curious, like,
What's the vibe?
it's like an established event that's having a theme
Mhm.
night, so we might be standing out with each other,
I don't think so, because it's heated
right? I don't
rivalry?
know, but it definitely doesn't start early,
Okay,
so
got it.
but we've got T-shirts,
That's amazing. Something for everybody.
something for everybody.
Oh, I saw, Malika, that the next season, they have a date for when it's coming out. It's supposed to come out in April 27.
Of next year?
27, yeah.
April 27, okay,
So they're gonna start filming in
right,
August.
okay.
Yeah, there's gonna be season 2.
We'll be there. By be there, I
Mhm.
mean watching it in April.
I'm gonna fly to Toronto and
Azizi, what's been going on with you? How are you doing?
Well, Malika, okay, I have a lot of notes. I've been taking notes over the last few days because I'm in Seattle.
Mm,
I'm at a conference and it kind of this trip just caught up with me. I've been really busy at work and all of a sudden it was here. So I have some notes about this trip. So first of all, my Uber driver, which you have to love. I prefer quiet and I say that on the notes on Uber, but maybe like half the time people get that. So it's okay. Obviously, if they're going to talk to me, I'm going to talk to them. He asked my profession. I told him I was an educator and he was saying how school was hard for him, but he had some good teachers, but he had one teacher that was really tough and like said a bad thing to him. And I was like,
Hmm.
oh, it's so hard. I'm sorry because all these years later, you still remember that one thing that teacher said when you were in high school, like that stuck with you. And it's like, yeah, but it's okay. He's like, I'm a truck driver and I drive all over the country and I eat a lot of tacos and the tacos are mostly all good. But every now and again, there's a bad taco. But most of the tacos are good. But sometimes there's one bad one, and that's like people. It's like people are mostly good, just like tacos. Like, that's so profound. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Taco wisdom.
Taco wisdom. Isn't that great? So I had to write that down and remember that because he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Mostly tacos are good. Like, there's a lot of good tacos out there. Sometimes you're going to get a bad one. That's okay. Because you just remember that most of them are good.
That's funny.
Seattle is a beautiful city. It's very metropolitan. There's a lot of high-rise apartments, and it occurred to me, like, the Bay, is not far from here. It's, like, less than a mile from where I'm staying, and it's, like, the Elliott Bay, and Fraser stayed
Fraser.
in the Elliott Bay Towers, and,
Yes.
like, I just had the thought that he had a view of the ocean. We never see it, though, but I bet he had the view of the ocean. Did you ever think about that?
Well, I don't know. We don't know what side of the bill.
But I'm pretty sure because they were always, like, marveling at the view,
That's
and it was
true.
Elliott Bay, right?
Yeah, you're right. Elliott Bay Towers.
Elliott Bay Towers. Anyway, that was cool. Moving on to my next point. I I was, like, unsure of what to wear, especially outdoor wear because I don't wanna be hot, and it's cold here, and it's kind of a professional situation, so I was, like, all in my head about what to wear. But I brought with me a puffer jacket that I bought that packs into a little, like,
Mm.
pack,
Mhm.
and it was so great because when I'm in the conference, I just put it in my backpack and just
Mhm.
stuff it in there. I don't have to worry about checking it. It was warm. It was just, like, perfect. So I was so grateful for the packable puffer, so it's a plug for that.
Where did you get it?
I just got it on Amazon. It wasn't expensive either. It was a pretty inexpensive one, and it has a hood, which, it rains here, so I wanted to make sure of that, and it's, like, not full length, but it's in the 40, 50s degree range out here,
Mm.
and it's just fine because I'm not hanging out outside. I'm just,
Mhm.
going back and forth. So, plug for packable puffer when you're traveling. So, I went to dinner. I got invited to a dinner, which was really lovely and kind of a fancy dinner. I could see that, I checked the maps. It's like maybe a little more than half a mile from here. And something told me to walk. And I was like, it's not that far. I can just walk there. It's nice outside. And I started walking, and you know how you follow the little blue circle? And it, like, tells you the streets, but you can't always see what streets, and after, like, 10 minutes of walking, I felt like the time it told me it was gonna take to get there got longer
Mm.
rather than shorter. So I'm like, "Okay, where am I going?" And then it told me to go up this really steep hill, and I was frustrated, and then I just called an Uber, and I was like, "Why didn't I just call an Uber? That's my rule. Don't walk, always Uber." So, I'm just reminded of my
Your
never
own
walk rule.
rule.
Just always take an Uber, don't walk.
You should write your rules down, Azizi, and reference them on trip.
I know, I knew it. I told myself and I debated with myself. It's not that I forgot.
Okay.
It's just that I was like, "Oh, but it's just right there. It looks like it's gonna be just right there." But the problem is in a city you're unfamiliar with,
Right.
like, you don't know what's between here and there anyway. And could be a lot of hills, it could be, like, unsafe space, especially if you're by yourself. I
Yeah.
I don't
I feel like if you don't have a time constraint, go for a walk. But if you have to be there at a certain time, it's for an event, like,
Yeah.
and you don't know what could
I
happen.
think also if it's at night. So
Yes.
dark,
Yeah.
by myself in a city that I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
I don't think that's being lazy. I think that's
No.
just being wise, right? And
Tracy
maybe
Ellis Ross always had a car.
she did. Yeah, that's true. Be like Tracy Ellis Ross. Travel solo. That's very true. So I was reminded of that on this trip. I got to be on a panel. That's why I came to this conference, because I was invited to be on a panel in a workshop. And the panel was about strategic planning and capital campaigns and sort of how those two intersect with each other and strategies around those activities. And so I was on the panel with two other heads of school from different parts of the country. And it was so fun. I was really nervous because fundraising is not something I have a lot of experience with, but it is a part of my job. And so I've had to skill up with it. But I just love a panel discussion. There's right? Like there's nothing, it's like listening to a podcast. Just
Yeah.
listening to people or two or three people like discuss ideas is my happy place. And so these people who I just met, we had one or two Zooms beforehand, but chatting about things together was so nice. I had a good time on the panel.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And I texted you because I wanted to get a little bit of Seattle culture in while I was here. That's a goal that I have whenever I go to a conference, is like do one thing or two things that, feel like you're getting to know the city. And so I asked you food tour or Space Needle. You said food tour. So I was like, okay. But by the time I looked into it, they were all booked. So I
Oh,
couldn't do it. But I was like, I'm going to go anyway. So I went to the Pike Marketplace and I'm like, I'm going to take my own food tour. So I
smart.
bought like 8 different things. Just went around and like, I'll take an empanada. I'll take like a
That's
basket of
great.
leche. I got some dim sum. I got a cheese sandwich from a cheese place. I like filled up my bag and then went home and had a little food tour feast. But I could see like I was overwhelmed when I got there. It's so
Hmm.
big. Have you been
I have. It's been a really long time, though. I think I was like
there? Okay.
13 or 14.
It's a really cool place. It's huge and it's like parts of it are underground and it's all in the ocean and some of it's outside. A lot of stalls. I was sad that I didn't have the food tour
Yeah.
because like the thing about it that was great, the couple of times we've taken a food tour, is that they give you little samples.
Yeah.
So you don't have to buy the whole loaf. You get
That's true.
a little taste, and also you don't have to wait in line usually. Like
It's
they have
true.
a deal with the people and they bring food to you and then they just curate it. So when I'm at a place with 100 stalls,
Right.
it would have been nice to know and to have some history to go along with it. So I was kind of missing that. But anyway, I had really good food and made a little feast of it.
What stood out to you?
A bretzel. So this was at Beecher's Cheese. Any Seattle people out there? Apparently this is a very famous place. And it was cool because they make the cheese in the window. It's like going to the
Oh.
Boudin sourdough factory. It's like a cheese factory. So you can watch them making the cheese. It's like a pretzel. It's called a bretzel. It's a pretzel maybe made out of sourdough. And it's got like their cheese baked into it.
Mm.
And it was like garlicky and a little bit spicy. It's really yummy.
Okay. A pretzel.
And so then on the way back, I passed on my Uber the Portland Leather Company, the
Oh,
store.
wow.
It's like haunting me because I want to go,
Yeah.
but I'm not spending money on things and I just don't have time. Like tomorrow I
Yeah.
have to go to the airport. That's it. It's over.
That would be fun to look in there.
Actual store,
Yeah.
I only shop online. So anyway, those are all my points for my Seattle trip.
Those are fun. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's a good time, but I'm happy to go home. Time to go
Yeah.
home. All right. Well, that was fun catching up, Malika.
Fun catching up.
Let's take a break. And when we get back, we'll recap Happier and Happier in Hollywood.
Did you know your hair ages just like your skin does? The new Chronologies line offers luxurious youth revitalizing care for aging hair. It reverses the 5 key signs of hair aging: lack of thickness and volume, dullness, dryness, and frizz in just one night. Use the full range of Chronologies shampoo, mask, and overnight serum and wake up to visibly fuller, smoother, healthier hair. Shop the new Chronologies line at Kerastase.com.
TaxAct's filing software and live tax experts can help small businesses easily knock out their taxes. Actually, our experts can help you find deductions and credits for any sized business. Itty-bitty businesses, medium-sized, really big, mid-sized, small businesses, companies with 0 employees, and mom-and-pop conglomerates. Yep, our tax experts can help all of them. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
And we're back with podcast recap where we compare notes about our favorite moments from Happier and Happier in Hollywood. In Happier episode 573, a listener asked them for suggestions about books that you can read in one day. And it occurred to me that I don't think I have ever done this before. Have you ever read a whole book in one day? Okay.
Honestly, I feel like I have. I mean,
Oh,
with this fan fiction, and some of them are like hundreds of pages, like definitely in 2 days I've read a book.
yeah,
But I can't think of a mainstream book that I've read in one day of late. But like 2 days is very common if it's a
right.
good book.
I think there have been a few that I've read in 2 days, but maybe not since I was like in high
Hmm.
school or college. It's been a long time since I've sat down and read a book like that. But I don't think I've ever done one in one day, but a good challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a fun feeling.
If we do a reading retreat.
They also talked about in this episode that February 28th is Determination Day. So when this episode airs, we will be past that. But
Mhm.
Determination Day, this is on Gretchen's calendar of catalysts. This is the day where you should make a decision about your New Year's goals. Like if you're going to do something or just forget about it altogether, like decide you're going to do it. And if you're not, cross it off. And this discussion was really like a revelation for me because I realized, like, holy moly, it's already the end of February. I don't think
Mhm.
I've even looked at my list. We
What?
did all this work on making our list. The last thing I remember.
I mean, to be fair, you've been busy trying to stay alive, okay? Well, that takes time.
The last thing I remember was having a note like, print out the list. I need to print it out. And I never did.
What do you do with it when you print it out? Where does it
I
go?
wanted to put it in my planner so I would see it
Just
and reference it.
write it in your planner.
I haven't done it.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm just in, even before this whole heating debacle, like
Mhm.
I'm just taking the days as they come. I'm not really in the like goal space, like attacking thing,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
what's coming? Okay, how do I stay
Wow.
present and just like, okay, today? Honestly, it kind of is working with my soft theme. Like, this is just what it is, and I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm not ashamed. I don't need to try to change it. It's just what it's
Yeah.
true because
Yeah.
I do feel like I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
The thought that came up for me was like, maybe I need to change my list down to 2 plus 6
Oh.
instead of 26 things
Yeah.
because I just don't see a lot of
Yeah.
those things happening. If this is how it's going to be right now,
Right. This is life with 2 young children and full-time working parents
in the
in
snow.
the snow.
And I think we can go deeper into this on Substack. Like, maybe I need to pare down my list and
Okay.
determine the things that I want to follow through on.
I have some thoughts about that. It makes me think about something my therapist said, which was maybe you can have, think of it as could do instead of should do.
Yeah,
These are all things you could do. These are not things that you should do. So definitely change your attitude. But yeah, we'll talk more because I want to know what would you narrow it down to
right.
or what would you prioritize? And I'll think about my list also.
Wow.
I'm still looking at mine every day because that's a part of my ritual of going to bed is to look through my pages before I go to sleep. And I've been using my monthly calendar as a place to put like just a few sentences about each day or a few notes about each day before I go to bed. That's kind of all I can do. Sometimes I don't write anything more than a couple of words. I don't like journal. I'm exhausted by the time I get to that stage. But yeah, I like to look at it. It doesn't mean it's happening, but it's comforting to be there.
It's top of mind.
Yep. My good old Filofax. A listener on episode 574 of Happier wrote to Gretchen and Liz because she used the tendencies to solve a problem with her boyfriend where she needed him to get up and get out to Disneyland at a certain time, at a very specific time. And he was kind of grumpy about it and didn't really get it. And then she explained why, and then he got it, and it was helpful. And of course, there's a whole park science to this. Of course,
Park science?
yes, there is
That's a
park science
phrase?
to Disneyland. As soon as she said it, I was like, "Oh, I get it." She wanted to be there for rope drop, and you have to rope drop the rope drop. Like, you have to
Drop the
be the
rope drop.
first in line of the first in line for when they put down the ropes and say, "Welcome to Disneyland." Because the amount of time, the amount of rides that you can ride in the first, like, hour, you can get, like, 5 in an hour if you rope drop the rope drop. But if you do not, you've just added 2 or 3 hours to your time. You're waiting in line, and it's a whole different experience. Like, I cannot underestimate the science behind it. As they were reading her letter, I was like, "Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it." And I also understand why no one else would get it, or it would sound insane to anybody else who does not know about park science. So that's real. And, we talked about this before, how Disneyland is my sport, and there's strategy
Yes.
and there's winners and losers. You can get it wrong, to so many aspects of it. I was wondering, is there anything in your life like that where you have a strategy around
Mm,
getting to a place or how to do something?
rope drop the rope drop.
Yes.
That's gotta go on a t-shirt. Most of the tacos are good tacos, and rope drop the rope drop.
Most of the tacos are good tacos.
Well, I do feel like there is a science to drop off.
Oh, yes.
I mean, pick up and drop off, but the stakes feel a little higher for the drop off because, like, I've got to get to work too.
Yeah.
And with 2, like, there were some times when I lost because I brought Indigo in to take Quincy, and then
Oh.
Indigo started spinning out and, like, he always gets distracted by the blinds somehow in the Quincy's daycare, and he wants to pull the string, and it's like a whole thing, and I'm like, "No, we gotta go, let's get shuffle," and it's like a whole thing, so now I've kind of honed in on he can sit in the car for 10 minutes and be okay in this
Uh-huh.
environment, like, it's safe, it's the school, no one's coming to the car to get him,
Yeah.
and he's very happy to sit in the car and listen to the Paw Patrol movie
Right.
while I drop Quincy off, and then I
Right.
come back, get him, and I walk him to his classroom. So, on the outside, it seems like, well, that's longer because you're, like, doing 2 little trips, but
Right.
it's predictable, and predictability is speed in this world,
Predictability is
the
speed.
science of drop off.
I see like the X's and the O's, like the diagram. There's a chart here. The blinds, there's like a big X by the blinds.
So, that has helped a lot just to know
I'm gonna ask a question. Like, why not
yes.
drop off Indigo first with both kids? Quincy's not gonna get into the blinds.
Good question. So, I've done that before too,
Hmm.
and what happens because there's with Indigo, you can't just some parents of the older kids do just drop off their kids. They have to all wash their hands when they come in,
Mm,
and Indy is still in the group of kids that wants his grown up to wash hands with him.
I
It's like
see.
a thing. I'm kind of like, some children are just doing, how do you feel about that?
Know how to wash your
He's
hands.
like, "No, I want you to wash with me." I'm like,
Oh, that's
"Okay," which is a very sweet moment, and
yeah.
so I'm sure there'll be a time when I'm longing for him to want me to wash hands with him, and he's
Yeah.
not gonna want anything to do with it, so I embrace that, but in order to wash hands with him, you have to put Quincy down. He's in
Right.
his car seat, but
Yeah.
the other children come over around the car seat and they're just like breathing in his face and
Okay.
like trying to touch his hands
Yeah.
and
You
like,
can't protect Quincy and wash hands with indigo at the same time.
no,
Oh, that's
exactly.
fascinating.
Yeah.
There is strategy. Okay.
There's
Fascinating. Wow. On Happier in Hollywood, episode 475, and really all the episodes, they're talking about Sarah's Substack chickening out. And I think Sarah issued a challenge for Liz to roast a chicken. And Liz was like, nah, it's not going to happen. Basically, she was like, that's nice, but not going to happen. But I thought, like, would you like to roast a chicken? Like, maybe we should try to roast a chicken this year. Do you want to add another thing to your list?
I don't think so. Not really. I'll eat a roast chicken, but I'm not in a chicken roasting moment.
Have you ever roasted a
I
chicken?
don't want to turn on the oven. I think I have.
Hmm.
I've definitely done the ones from Trader Joe's that are like raw and then
Oh, I see.
they're pre-marinated. I don't know if I've really done one from scratch on my own. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm still in like mouse oven gate. Like I don't want to turn on the
Oh, let's not go there again.
until I
That
get
just
it
ruins the vibe.
really clean
I have roasted chicken before from scratch, and I might do it again. But the problem is there's a lot of bits that I don't like, actually.
of the chicken.
Yeah, but the last time I roasted it, I think Grayson wasn't in my life, and now I bet he would eat the bits that I don't
Oh,
like.
there you
And
go.
so I bet we wouldn't waste it as much as when I was doing it before. I might just roast a
It's
chicken.
such a homey, cozy thing.
Yeah. I
Like,
feel like you did something, you know?
yeah, yeah.
In episode 475 of Happier in Hollywood, Sarah was talking about her new outdoor zone where she could work, I guess, amongst the chickens.
Hmm.
And it was making me think about how much I would like to have an outdoor space that is actually functioning, that feels like mine, like a piece of real estate that feels like mine out there.
Hmm.
Now, Grayson has really made the outdoors his. He's got a whole gardening zone. He's got a place where he roasts his coffee outside. Oh my God.
Wow.
He's got a place where he smokes his meat and also another place where he grills his meat. He's got a compost bed.
He's a homesteader.
He is such a homesteader. He puts on his overalls when he's going outside and you won't see him for hours. I need a place where I could do work, like, or read, maybe like a reading space, or I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Mm. You have a hammock.
No, never getting in a hammock again.
No. Okay.
Can't remember if we ever talked about when I fell out of the hammock.
No. I don't remember. It sounds kind of familiar, but
There was a
okay.
brief window in the pandemic when the hammock was like life. And then I fell out of the hammock and onto the cement, got a concussion, and I will never get in another hammock again. So that
Oh,
was a
I'm
long time
sorry. I
ago.
remember now.
But it is there, you're right. Leia will get in it occasionally, so it's still there. But yes, we don't talk about the
Okay.
hammock.
You're ready for an outdoor zone.
Yes, exactly. For the Azizi now, right. And maybe a water feature, like something that's
Hmm.
peaceful and calm and restorative. I don't know.
You could have like a little miniature Huntington experience in your backyard.
Yes. A hummingbird feeder, maybe like a ceramic color thing. I don't know.
Good
Something
idea.
beautiful. That's what I'm thinking about.
I definitely feel like I've talked about this before, my vision for our backyard and like having different zones. Because there's
Hmm.
a good amount of space, but it needs structure. It needs like vision.
Yeah.
And I think especially now with the two kiddos and the winter, like being inside, I really see how valuable that outside space is when the weather shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like each year maybe we do a little bit more,
Mm.
but I really would like to have a space out there that's kid friendly for both of them and their different needs, and a
Mm.
place where I could sit and watch them from a distance.
Over there. No, you have your like zone to sit and read, and at like Home Depot or something at these gardening places, they sell like pergolas,
Yeah, I
that like
know.
permanent kind of shade structures that could define a
I think
space.
it's worth it. Like, we got a temporary one. We used it and it worked, but it was like it ended up there was a thunderstorm or
Mhm.
something and it like ripped.
Mhm.
But I think for as much as it would enhance our use of the space to have something more solid, like, I think it would be worth it.
Yeah. Nice. Well, we have to wait for the weather to get warm.
Yes.
When it's winter, there's no outside zone. You don't go outside.
You don't go outside. I mean, people go outside, but you're not hanging
Mhm.
out there.
But at Indigo's preschool, they go outside.
They go outside every day. They have snowsuits,
That's amazing.
and they're on the move out there, you know,
Right.
staying warm.
Where are they
Go on
going?
walks, and they're playing, you know?
Yeah. That's really cool.
I don't do that at home, but
No. You don't put on snowsuits and but you could, I guess.
I could.
But who has time for that, Malika?
Yeah.
No, there's no time for that. Do you know it was 90 degrees in LA today?
Just stop it.
I wasn't there, but
That's
that's
right.
odd. It's too soon to be so hot. And the last thing is on Happier in Hollywood, episode 458, they talked about looking for the fun in work. Like their motto is, it's a fun job and we enjoy it. And I love that motto for them, that they were sort of digging deep and really thinking about what does make work fun. And not the fun like bringing donuts and, work parties
Mhm.
fun, but what actually makes the work fun. And for me, I love meetings. Like, I really love
You
meetings.
really do.
What? I do. I think people coming together, proximity, people, like, solving problems. Sometimes there's a community building. There's a whole, like, small talk catching up at the beginning. We have plans after. I love a meeting. That's all I do all day long is I'm in meetings all day long. Sometimes the meetings aren't fun, sometimes the meetings are hard, sometimes they're frustrating, but I just like people coming together to talk. That's the fun part of my job.
That's
What
great.
about you? Do you have any fun?
I don't know, you're putting me on the
Am
spot.
I? Oh, I'm sorry. Think about it. Get back to me.
I have to think about it.
Okay.
I do like to be inspired.
Mm.
Like, I think it's fun for me when somebody shares an article or there's like talk at the university that's kind of about our higher ideals and values of like, what are we
Mm.
doing in this institution? And I like that I work in a space where that is kind of always available to
Mhm.
like reach out to. I mentioned in a previous episode, like there was a kind of symposium on well-being and wellness. And like,
Mhm.
I guess to your point about panels, I wasn't on the panel, but it was just exciting to hear people talk about ideas that connect
Mhm.
to something that is inspiring on a personal level, but also impacts the work that we do in a university of trying to create a space where people can be their best selves
Mm.
and full whole selves. So I think it's fun to be able to like tap into those deeper, higher ideals.
I think that's really cool. I didn't even consider that you might have access to things at the university, like lectures or talks and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's always stuff going on. The challenge is like making time for it, because
Right.
there's the
Yeah.
day-to-day work and everything. But I saw that wellness thing early on and I told my whole team about it and was like, let's all go. And most of them
Aw,
did come too. So
that's really cool.
yeah, we blocked out our calendars and went.
I think, yeah, probably just working at a university would be fun. You're around like young people who are doing things and going places.
Yeah, it's a lot of hubbub.
A lot of hubbub.
Well, let's take a break. And when we come back, we will share our peaks and valleys. And we are back with peaks and valleys because in life, there are always peaks and always valleys. Today is an even episode, so Azizi, you're up first.
LinkedIn is pretty great at a lot of things, like helping you tap into the latest trends and insights in your field. We cannot stop your coworker from tapping her pencil. LinkedIn can help you find new jobs that align with your career goals. We cannot help you find the source of that weird smell in the office fridge. Ew. And while we can't stop your coworkers from bringing their hobbies into the office, LinkedIn can help you bring your career to the next level. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
It's with a peak.
My peak is very small. It's like literally small. I have 2 very small plants I got from Trader Joe's like at the end of summer, and they were in little cans, like little cans of corn. It says corn. I don't even know if Trader Joe's sells these cans or if it's a cheeky thing that they put a plant in. But it's, I don't know, maybe 3 inches high. And I bought 2 of them. I don't know why. Why did I do this? It was an impulse buy, put it in my cart, took it home, and I put it in the windowsill. And they are still alive.
Wow.
And I think they're alive because they're right by the water source. They're right by the sink and they're small. And so every now and again, I just like put it under the sink and then put it back in the windowsill. But it was the kind of thing that I expected fully to just die in a couple of weeks because it's just so small and inconceivable that I could stay alive for this long. But it's been months now.
Is it a succulent? What kind of plant is it?
I don't know. It's green.
Oh boy.
It's not a succulent. It's got actual leaves on it. I could probably like take a picture and see what it is. And every now and again, it'll get like maybe a leaf will get a little brown. I'm like, oh, gotta put it under the sink again. That's all it takes. I was like, that I can do. Hopefully they're still alive when I get home.
Good job.
Thank you. Yes, I have kept 2 plants alive. What's your valley, Malika?
So my valley, it's also kind of small. On both of my thumbs,
Mm-hmm.
somehow because of the dryness of the weather, my skin is cracked around my nail. It looks like there's deep cuts on my thumbs. And it's very tiny, but it really has hurt. Like, they can't quite heal. I put a Band-Aid on. It's weird because it's on both thumbs. What's strange is that while Mommy was here, she had the same thing.
She had thumb dryness.
Yeah, that cracked.
cracks?
That was like,
That's weird.
and it's not on my other fingers.
This is the first time this has happened?
Yeah, it's very strange, and it's like I need to moisturize more because I think it's just dry and brittle, and it's like, when you have something wrong with one of your toes, where it's just like so small, but then every step you feel it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I use my thumbs so much, and I don't even realize it. And they're so sensitive.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. That sounds hard. I moisturize after every time I wash my hands.
I don't do
And I
that.
use like Aquaphor, the little jar of Aquaphor, every single time.
Well, I can try that.
Yeah.
But it's like, because it's a cut, it's like the skin is broken and it's deep. It's just like going to take a lot for it to heal,
You might need Neosporin too.
Yeah.
Or the Magic Balm, Dr.
I
Bronner's.
feel like
there's all kinds
I
of
need
balms themselves you
gloves,
can use.
or like not gloves, but like something to put over it once I put a balm on it. It's a different kind of Band-Aid or something. I don't know. That's my valley.
That's hard. I hope it feels better soon.
Thank you. That brings us to the end. Azizi, let's leave on a happier thought. What are you going to try this week?
I think that I'm going to add roasted chicken to a list of something somewhere. Maybe I'll add it for 27 for 27.
That's a good idea.
I've already started collecting things for the 27. What about you, Malika?
I was thinking about roasted chicken too. Like, oh, I should go to that place this week to buy a roasted chicken.
Oh, yeah. Go buy a roasted chicken.
Thank you for listening to this episode. You can find our show notes in the episode description. If you like us, please rate, review, and tell a friend. And don't forget to follow us.
Send us a message at happierladies@gmail.com.
Our show was edited by Magnus Bjorgum, and our theme music was created by Wyatt Muncie.
You can find us on Instagram and YouTube at happierladies and at happierladies.substack.com. All right, Malika, have a happier week.
Have a happier week, Azizi.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I have a list. Do you want to hear what I ate?
No, I just want one thing that stood out. Don't read me your
You
whole
want to hear
list.
all of the things? Okay.
No.
What stood out?
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.